Thanks for clicking on Just Be Fitness. I'm your trainer Jasper Bravo. Today we are going to train our chest. You know, we want that big chest, and if you also want your chest to be bigger and looking better through the through the shirt, who doesn't? And you also want to look better shirtless, this is a video for you. I'm going to take you through my routine on how I train my chest naturally. And as always, we start with the physique update. You see how far, and as I can see, the bulk has been moving all right. You know, as you all know, as a natural athlete, we need to continuously be twitching everything we got to do, because every single move is important, unlike somebody who is on drugs would maybe have some shortcuts. Now we start direct going to inclined barbell, and this is going to be our first set of warm-up. We have to warm up our chest, guys, before we do anything else. So this is just going to be 5 reps of warm-up. And sometimes somebody can think that this warm-up is usually a waste of time, and okay, if that one works for you, I'll say that congratulations. But personally, that doesn't just work for me. That doesn't cut it for me. Just getting direct and attacking the weights, I used to do that before until I noticed that those are the days that I could get injury most of the time. So I stopped doing that. I have to warm up my joints well enough. That's why I'm doing these 2 sets, just to make sure that I'm ready mentally and my joints also is ready, and also my muscles are warmed up enough for the work that is just coming forward right now. So yes, wait for a few seconds, then now we start. This is going to be our first set of this bench press. This is just 50 kgs, by the way. It's not heavy weight. But now I want you also to realize something, that it's not usually all about how much weight you are lifting, because on this first set we are going to go for super high reps, at least 20 reps. Sometimes we go for those high reps just to get that serious pump on our chest, and it's also good for your joints. If you're having issues with injuries and all that, try going for the high reps. They usually tend to help the tendons become stronger at the same rate as the muscles. But when you just go for the heavy reps, sometimes it makes your tendons be in a very vulnerable situation where the muscles are growing faster than the tendons which are holding the bones together, and that can make you fall prey to injury. So that makes our first set. As you can see, we are pumping shit out of this stuff. We want to make sure that each and every part of this workout, each and every part of this set counts, every rep counts. And then we just wait for about 3 minutes, then we go to the next set. In the next set, we're adding some more weight, as you can see. And now this makes it 80 kilograms of some weight, which is not bad for an average lifter. If you want to get to this, it's okay. If you find this too heavy, you can always use the weights that you find challenging enough. So that makes it to our first set. On this workout, we're doing about 3 sets, by the way. And many people don't do bar nowadays when it comes to chest, because they say that it only touches the shoulders. But man, that couldn't be further from the truth, because I initially just built my chest by doing the benches, that is the flat and the inclined, and we're just using the bars because we did not have dumbbells at our gyms by then. But nowadays, at least we have the access to the dumbbells. And we used to have some crazy chest, by the way. We used to have individuals with some impressive chest size those days. So it's very possible, as long as you isolate your chest really well. The problem comes in when you don't really isolate your chest well, which means you don't draw your shoulder back and behind you and pop or exaggerate your chest up. You make your chest look like it's going to touch your chin. That's how you engage your chest more, other than just relaxing your chest when doing this workout. Okay, we're going direct to the next workout, which is going to be flat dumbbell press. And this one also, we are aiming for at least 10 reps. This is usually a challenging workout for me, by the way. After I'm done with the inclined bench, I usually find that most of energy is just depleting, and getting to this second set makes it a little bit challenging. But now, that's what it is all about. It's me. Sometimes you need to work out the muscle when it is tired. when you work it out when it's tired, it becomes even stronger because it's not even used to that. It's not used to being worked out when it's fucking tired. So that will make it for the first set. We wait for a few minutes of rest, then we go to the second set of the same workout. Already right now the chest is feeling so fucking pumped, and that's why we love the game. Feeling the pump, that pump always makes us, in a way, it adds flavor to the workout. I'm not saying that you should go to the gym and just chase the pump, but if you can get the pump, why not? It's usually a super awesome feeling while you're training. So this is the second set of a flat bench dumbbell press. So already we've done, this is going to be our fifth set of the day, the workout. And you don't need to do all these sets, by the way. Just doing 2 sets is enough for maintenance according to science, which means anything above 2 sets is good enough for growth. But now the more the sets, always the bigger you'll grow, basically, as long as each and every set counts. Just don't run over the sets. Now we go to the next, which is the third set of this workout. And yeah, we are also trying to handle the same workout, the same weight, which is 40 kgs. I don't know how many that is in pounds, 80 something pounds, around 88, 90 there. So this is our third set of the same dumbbell. This is quite a heavy dumbbell for me, by the way. I'm not a super strong man. I'm strong enough, but of course not too strong to be able to handle 40 kgs easy. But it's the one I want. I want that which I can't handle easy. Then you go to the next workout, which is flies. Always make sure you incorporate flies into your chest workout. They're very important because chest workout doesn't just involve the pressing part. Some people just train their chest by pressing the weight above their chest, forgetting the flies, and then they wonder why their chest just can't grow. It's because of that, man. Make sure you do a little bit, or if not more, of these flies. They're very important. You can do, if you have a machine, which we don't have in our gym. If you have a machine in your gym, though, the cable machines, you can use them to do your cable flies. They are more effective than these ones, but of course these ones are also good enough, because you can see this is the one I use, and my chest is just good enough. It's growing. It's always getting better over the years. I cannot complain. I cannot say that I don't have enough equipment, that's why my chest is not growing now. If you ever see my chest not growing, just know that the problem is me, not the equipment we have at our gym. They are good enough. I've seen people use them and grow some massive, impressive and crazy physiques, just by being diligent, being consistent, and just doing this, pushing yourself and making sure that each and every set counts. And when you do the sets, you ensure that each and every rep counts. Not just counting them, but making them count, the way Muhammad Ali says, that when I do my workouts, I don't count the reps, I make the reps count. If you do that, that is more than enough. That is just more than enough. You don't need fancy machines for you to grow or for you to have a fit, sexy looking body. That is just an excuse you could be giving yourself, but you really don't require that. As long as you can get some dumbbells and some bar, which sometimes we didn't even have dumbbells, by the way. For like a year, we never had dumbbells in this gym, and we were still working out, man. We were still having some impressive physiques. So anything that you think is outside you that is stopping you from doing whatever it is you need to do, just know that it is a fucking excuse. You have the power, you have the ability to use whatever you have, to create whatever you got. In fact, that's the first sign that you know that you're heading in the right direction, if as far as any type of success is concerned. The ability to be able to use whatever you got, that is a very good sign. Just continue using whatever you got as you, in the process, work harder and be diligent, and of course pushing yourself each and every day and trying to get better, improving whatever you can improve the improvables, the ones you got power over. But the ones you have nothing to do to change, come on, that's not what you require right now. You only require what God has provided you with, Anything God hasn't provided you with, you don't need for you to get started. Just get started with whatever you have, and you're going to have whatever you need. That's what I can just say, man. So if you find yourself in a scenario where you just can't attend the gym because maybe you don't have the money or you don't have a gym around you, okay, at least you have some jerry cans in the house. You can lift those ones. You have your body. You can do push-ups, body squats. Okay, even if you're in prison or you're in cell where you have nothing, you have your fellow inmates. You can lift them around, There's always something you can do. And if you're talking about diet, personally, I used to train when I could leave the house having eaten nothing, and I don't know what I'm going to eat when I go back. And everybody used to see me, could ask me that, bro, what are you eating? What do you eat that makes you look so good? And sometimes it's just nothing. It's just nothing, but you can't tell them that because they think that they're lying. So if you loved this video and you love my content, of course, you can click the like button and subscribe. Let me see you in the next one.